Hey, this is Tessa Blanchard, and you're on the Real News Talk channel. Everybody wants to know if I am truly sorry for what I've said and done over the years, allegedly. Well, you be the judge of that. Retronic Ice Cat, you know what the fuck to do.
Yeah, that's right. You know what the fuck to do. So this is the Retro Kid on the Real News Talk channel, Retronic Ice Cat. Yeah, this pretty much brought to my attention about the whole Tessa Blanchard situation with her being classed as a bully and a racist. Because a lot of us know back in 2020, Tessa Blanchard, when she won the the TNA heavyweight champion, the men's one. She's the first ever female to win a heavyweight male figure championship belt. So she won that, right? But around that time, she got accused of being racist and being a bully to certain wrestlers backstage and being a problem. And now, WWE star calls for apology from egotistical bully after Tessa Blanchard talks about mental health struggles. My thoughts on it is that for Tessa Blanchard to yet apologize for what she did, because multiple females came forward and confirmed this matter, especially spitting in a Afro-Latina's face in Japan, I believe, in 2017, calling her the N-word, which she has yet to apologize for. But I'm surprised that that Puerto Rican Afro-Latina wrestler forgave her for it. I mean, for her not to apologize, maybe she doesn't want to be looked at as a phony, because what most racists do, right, is that when they get exposed for being a racist, they quickly apologize. But really and truly, that's their inner feeling. That's how they really feel. So they want to use that apology card to save face. To say, look, I'm not racist. It was just in the heat of the moment, blah, blah, blah. But really and truly, that's how they really feel. That's how they've always felt. They're not sorry that they said what they said. They're sorry that they got caught. So they just want to try and clean their reputation. But it's too late. Once your dirt is out there, it's out there for life. Look at Hulk Hogan. His reputation hasn't been the same after being exposed back in 2015, 2016. For using the N-word while he was having sex with his girlfriend or wife. You know? Saying that how his daughter, in order for his daughter to get with a black person, he has to be like a tall, rich basketball player or some shit like that. You see what I mean? You see the stereotype? It's like, with a lot of these racist Caucasians, they want a so-called black man to be some type of weight in order for them to get with their daughters. That if you're not a rapper, if you're not a famous Hollywood star or a athlete of some sort, then they don't want nothing to do with a quote-unquote nigger. You know? And it's a sad reality, you know. I'm not surprised with the outcome of a lot of these racist people, because a lot of wrestlers, a lot of non-black wrestlers are racist. A lot of them are. Some of them just know how to hide it better. That's the problem. A lot of them know how to hide it better. Even when they meet fans as well. They meet all the white ones, but then some of them skip the black fans as well that are fans of these wrestlers. That's why they say you should never meet your heroes, because you will always be disappointed, because a lot of these racist wrestlers, they don't like quote-unquote so-called black folks deep down inside. But they're not going to tell you that they don't like you, but they will show you in a different way by their body language. Or even if you meet them at meet and greets, they'll give you mixed signals. They'll be like, hi, how you doing? And then blah, blah, blah. When you try and talk to them and that, they won't really say much to you. They won't say much at all. They'll just sign their autograph, maybe a quick picture with, and that's it. Then move on to the next person. They won't really talk to you much, but if it was a quote-unquote white fan, oh yeah, they'll promote them. They'll either take videos of them meeting the wrestler and having a conversation, even giving them a hug and that, but a black fan, a quote-unquote black fan, nah. Very rare. That's very, very rare that they do that. Some do, don't get me wrong, but a lot of the times, not so much. You know what I'm saying? So, with Tessa Blanchard talking about her mental health struggles prior to the incident, well, she's a grown adult. She needs to take accountability for her actions because she's forgetting, like a lot of these public figures, they forget that they're in the public eye. So whatever you do out there, right, it's going to stay there for life. Because you can't take back what you've done. Now, obviously, there's no physical evidence of all of these things. But from a lot of people's experiences with Tessa Blanchard, it's pretty evident that she is a problem. You know? And a racist too. You know, I'm not surprised at all. I am not surprised. Because racism is taught. It's taught by the elders. So they inherit that from their elders. Hence why their children and their children's children express their hatred towards other people. Especially when they're angry. Especially when they're in a confrontation with a person of color. Then they will show their true colors. You know what I mean? And for Tessa Blanchard to say that she threatened to actually take her own life, well, you know, I mean, I don't wish those things on anybody, but at the same time, one has to take accountability for their actions. That's like you hurt someone or you try to kill someone now. And then all of a sudden, right, you want to commit suicide after doing what you've done. That's a double punishment right there, because if you kill yourself, then no matter what, you're still going to go to the hellfire. You're still going to be punished for what you've done. You're still going to receive the ultimate punishment. So whether you've killed the person or you kill yourself, you're going to get double punishment. You know? Because you just committed some of the biggest sins ever. So there's no escape. There's no escape at all. Do I actually see myself seeing Tessa Blanchard apologize for her actions as of now in 2024? No. Because if she was really sorry about what she said and done in the past, if she was really sorry, then she would have apologized. She would have apologized way before she got exposed. But she never did. She just beat it around the bush. Even when she won the TNA, or shall I say, the Impact heavyweight champion, when she was in the ring, right? And the fans were chanting, "You deserve it, no you don't. You deserve it, no you don't." She was beating around the bush saying that, oh, everybody makes mistakes, blah, blah, blah. But she never apologized. She never did. It's almost as if she was playing victim. You know? You can't have your cake and eat it too. You're a grown adult, Tessa. And you need to take accountability for your actions. And I know because she's a woman, some people will have sympathy for her of what she's going through. But if it was a man, but you know, particularly a so-called black man, if he did something really bad, they'll call him all sorts of names underneath the sun. I'm just keeping it real. Because a lot of black men, they get attacked left, right, and center. And they never view it as mental health. They never view black men going through mental health. They always view him as a monster, a criminal, and whatnot. But a white person, so-called white person, oh, they need help. They're going through some mental health. Like, they're the only ones that go through mental health. It's fucking bullshit. And that's one thing that pisses me off as well. You know? Because I myself, as a so-called black person, I've experienced racism. Mainly indirectly, though. But not in my face, but indirectly. You know? And systematically as well. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing is just fucking crazy. But yeah, let me get into the article because I've went on long enough. One WWE star calls for accountability after Tessa Blanchard opened up about her mental health struggles in recent years. There was a time when Tessa Blanchard was one of wrestling's hottest female prospects, shortly after winning the Impact World Championship. However, things took a turn for the third-generation star. Several female wrestlers launched allegations of racism and bullying toward Tessa Blanchard. And after a leave of absence from Impact due to the COVID-19 pandemic, she was released from the company. Speaking in a new interview with Straight Talk Wrestling, Blanchard opened up about her mindset following her exit from Impact, revealing that she struggled with severe anxiety about her place in the world of wrestling. And this is what she had to say. Honestly, so when everything happened to me, it was even a tough topic to even talk about. I remember I was living in Tijuana at the time. And I remember some days I would wake up. I didn't even have the strength to live that day. So I would go back to bed and I would be in my bed all day long. There were days where I was tired about life just because my identity was wrestling. I didn't know who I was without it. And in a matter of less than 24 hours, from contract offers from the biggest companies, more money than I had ever seen in my life, to nothing. From this whole storyline we had built for 8 or 9 months, to me begging the TNA office that day, like, I don't want to win it. I don't want to do this. After I didn't go home, I went on a 27-day media tour in Mexico, where I remember we would pull over in the Uber before every interview and I would vomit. I was just puking and puking because I didn't know. It was whiplash. I didn't know. I was seeing and hearing, and my family, my little brother and sister, were reading all these things about me that I knew wasn't me. I knew wasn't in my heart. I wasn't this person, but it doesn't matter. Perception's reality, right? The truth doesn't matter. Even the real truth isn't even out there still. And it doesn't matter. Continuing, Tessa Blanchard said that she eventually took steps to find herself outside the world of wrestling, something that was vital to helping her continue. But you know, sometimes those things happen because when your feet are pretty far off the ground, when you fall hard. And I didn't know my identity without wrestling. And through all of that, through those ups and downs, those really hard days that I didn't know if I was gonna get through, I found out who Tessa is without wrestling. I went back to college. I joined Army, ORTC. And I found out, hey, I'm good at other things too. Yeah, wrestling is my dream and I love it. And this is what God's put me in life. And this is what God's put in my life. But without wrestling, I'm going to be okay. There is a life after this. One day, if I get hurt or this isn't in my life, I'm still going to be all right. According to Blanchard, her mental health reached such lows that she considered ending her own life. But she's found ways of coping with her mental health, and finding herself outside the world of wrestling has been important. Accountability matters. Yes, it does. Chelsea Green on Tessa Blanchard. You know, Chelsea Green is a real one. Don't be fooled by the current character that she's playing. Chelsea Green knows what's up. WWE star Chelsea Green was one of the people who was outspoken about Tessa Blanchard's behavior in the past, and taken to social media in response to Blanchard's recent interview. Green pointed out that the star has yet to apologize to those she allegedly bullied in the past. While Chelsea Green doesn't want anyone to feel as low and depressed as Blanchard described, she believes accountability is necessary. This is what Chelsea had to say. I don't wish self-harm or thoughts of suicide on anyone and hope she has found peace. However, a simple "I am sorry" goes a long way. We haven't heard that yet. Accountability matters, and a redemption tour of interviews won't erase the actions of an egotistical bully. Word up, you know? And this is from Fightful Wrestling. Tessa Blanchard details personal struggles after TNA title win and TNA release. And this is what Chelsea Green said on her Twitter, as you can see right there. So yeah, that's about it. It's all about accountability, baby. So everybody's responsible for their own actions. You can't blame anybody. You cannot blame anyone but yourself. You're a grown adult and you know what you did was wrong and you should have apologized there and then. But right now, even if you apologize, it ain't going to mean nothing, you know, because it's far too late, you know, because it was, what, 6-7 years ago? So your apology ain't going to mean anything. So you're better off just staying quiet and continue beating around the bush. Because even if you say that you're sorry, it doesn't change the fact that you're still a racist. You know? So, hey, it is what it is. Racism is real. You know, you can't tell me otherwise. And a lot of wrestlers, like I said, are racist. Not all of them, don't get me wrong, but a lot of them are. You know, and history has proven that. You know. History has proven that, no doubt about it. So yeah, that's my take on the situation. That's my take on the whole Tessa Blanchard thing. And yeah, you know, one just has to be accountable for whatever they do or say, because it will catch up with you in the long run. And Tessa Blanchard, right, she had the opportunity of joining either WWE or AEW, but that's out the fucking window now. Even though she had a little skit in the WWE back in 2015, 2016, around them times. I remember when she wrestled Alexa Bliss as well, and she was in the Mae Young Classic as well. So she could have made something of herself. She could have been a big star. She could have been up there with the likes of Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair, you know. She could have wrestled some of the best, but nope. She decided to throw it all away. She let her ego get in the way. And I believe, yeah, she has an egotistical problem. And she needs help. She needs some serious help. I know she's currently wrestling in Mexico, I believe. She's doing indie shows here and there, but I don't think her reputation will ever be the same again. And even though she's under 30, she's 29 years old, she crushed her reputation at a very early age. She threw it all in the bin because of her ego. And she needs to check herself big time. You know, I don't dislike Tessa, but at the end of the day, how she feels about a specific race, I can't co-sign with that. You know, especially spitting in a so-called black woman's face and calling her the N-word. No. I can't fuck with that. Nah. Not at all. That's the ultimate disrespect. And for her to even forgive you for all of those things, she must have a lot of love in her heart. And kudos to her for actually forgiving you, because if it was a next so-called black woman that you did that to, things would have ended really bad for you. You know? It would have ended really bad. So, yeah, that's my take on the situation. That's my thoughts on it. So, this is the Retro Kid, Retronic Ice Cat on the Real News Talk channel. I've got more videos coming. So, stay tuned. Say no more. Peace.
The way that I think about it looking back now, because I've grown a lot from everything that I've been through the past 3 years, because it's been tough, is like mentally, it was challenging, but nothing's ever going to be thrown at me that I'm not strong enough to handle, right? Like God, this life, they're going to throw things at me that I am strong enough to handle. There are going to be a lot of trials, a lot of tribulations, but I've got to navigate my way mentally, physically, emotionally to be able to get through it and to grow from it, right? Every person that you meet, every friendship, every relationship, every circumstance, you should be able to take something and learn from it for like whatever's next in life.